Alright guys, so what we got to do today is we have the old style tub drain. There is no stopper on this. So what we got to do is we got to install a new drain because she wants to take a bath. So what I got is one of these. It's a toe stopper and that's just the overflow cap. So this is kind of a universal fit. So all I gotta do is take that stopper or that drain assembly out in order to put this in. So let's give it a shot. I usually don't use this tool, but we're gonna give this a shot. Hold on. Normally don't do this, but this one here is a pretty simple one. It's a newer drain, so it'll come out fairly easily. Just unscrew it. It's a little cobalt drain remover. You can also use this for a kitchen sink. See how it's got the little feet on there that grabs the drain? You can also use this for a kitchen strainer to hold on to it while you tighten it up. So get all this old nasty out of here. It's just old plumber's putty. And we pop the package open. And then the new one, this spins out. Take that part off. And before we use the universal sleeve, let's check to see if it's going to go in there without the sleeve. That's long. Anyways, nope, it's not gonna fit. Okay, so what we're gonna do, put this little pipe dope on there. It's a sealer or like a tape, except there's no tape. Now I'll get that started on there. Get that started in there. I can get a hold of it. These little guys are so, there we go. Get that started, and then we'll take and put some plumber's putty, some new putty around the new drain. I always use plumber's putty. Now that comes with this gasket. This gasket goes underneath. It doesn't go right there. It goes under the tub. So if you're putting together a whole new drain assembly, that's where that would go. I could actually push the drain down and slide that new one in there, but since I'm on the bottom floor, I'm not too worried about it. So put a little plumber's putty around there. Don't worry about the excess. And then I always put a little bit of it. Actually, on this one, it'll help it to spin down in there, and then it'll seal it in place. So because I'm not down in all the way, and just put that on there. I just do this, makes it easier, a little faster, because now I'm screwing two pieces of pipe together. Once I get down all the way, it'll start squeezing that plumber's putty out. Putty's what's going to seal it, prevent water from getting out. Just mash off the excess. I always roll it. And then this goes right down in the hole. This is a toe, I call them toe stops. Get that in there, and then shut the water off. They just step on it again, or at the end, and it opens it up. So, see? Now, we're gonna work on this part. This has got an older style. It kind of sticks out a little bit. That screw's not gonna go in that hole, so we gotta get that off. Let's see if we can get a wrench on it. See if we can get a wrench on it. Okay, that's a flathead. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. That's just to hold it in place. Let's see if I can even get hold of it. Get this out of the way. There we go. Alright, so it is gonna come loose. So, where'd my little screwdriver go? Back on it. Oh, here it is. So, I've got enough room. It's a flathead. So, let's see if I can get this loose. Not gonna let me. Not the easy way anyways. See if I can get this in there. Yep. It's gonna be the painter. Let's put the big boys away. And get the little guy out. With the bites, man, because this is back in there. I can see it back in there. It's about 2 inches. The new one's gonna go right back on there. Right, wrong through. I had to get that out of there because the on the drill. Remember, you got an open end and a closed end. Closed end goes up top. Always remember that. There we go. All done. Dunny punny.